Qualifiers. We're on Belgian Vestige now, ladies and gentlemen, and spawning in the bottom right position is the green Protoss player representing Team Last Resort. He's 1-0 down and has to win the next two on the trot to preserve his place in the tournament. Can he do it? It is SouL. And his opponent, spawning in the top left position as the red Protoss player, as Adam appears to have a slight mini observing breakdown, representing Team Dignitas. It is Sunday's champion. Can he do it twice in a row? DreaM.
I suddenly got confused and just decided to flick around the map a little bit. This is why I can't be trusted with observing. Like, I know I observe when I cast for my YouTube channel, and so therefore I've done a minimum of like 1,100 games observing and casting simultaneously. But that doesn't mean I'm qualified for this job, okay? It just doesn't. Like, observing while having a co-caster, I get confused because I have to listen to what you're saying, make the mouse move, and think about what I'm going to say to what you said. That's doing like 3 things at once, Jorasar.
That's true.
That's
so I'm going to make as many references as possible in this game to very specific points on the map that you should really be watching. So, like, so this feature right here, yes, right here, no, not there, right here, and
just to the left a little bit.
Yeah, not quite.
I'm gonna find a campfire now.
Yeah,
wait, where's the campfire? Where is it? Hang on.
The campfire?
Campfire. Isn't there a campfire on this map?
I don't remember the campfire. By the way, guys, the builds are identical at the moment. So PvP openers, not very varied until we check out expansion timings and tech choices. Both gases coming down for both players, and Metals is currently attempting to find a campfire.
I can't, but I found this. This will do. Look at how pretty that is. I won one of those, like, either side of my driveway.
It's like a vintage pylon.
It is, but then, like, you know, some people have like lions and stuff. I just want 2 of them.
You just want 2 warp-in pylons.
Yeah,
they're nice, man. Guard pylons are pretty.
I don't think the neighbors would like that. If I just like, yeah, they're my pylons.
You feel threatened? Just zealot warp-in, easy peasy.
I can see this taking off, you know. Big product. Anyway, cybernetics cores, they're coming down. Everything looking good. 3 probes in each gas geyser for SouL. Meanwhile, for DreaM, just 2. That means SouL is going to be teching it up. 1 base all the way. Are we going to see DTs? Are we going to see Blink? Are we going to see Stargate Robos? All on the cards.
Looking forward to seeing what he has up his sleeve in this particular game. Let's find out what he's going for. Immediately starting, of course, the Warp Gate research, more or less same time. But at the moment, still just making a Stalker, getting the Mothership core up. Nothing too out of the ordinary just yet, and DreaM once again going for this very early expansion, and this time SouL sees it straight away.
Yeah, this is a definite scout. That probe was just straight to it, making a beeline. SouL getting down the Twilight Council, though. Okay, we're now back to this decision. It's a 50-50 chance right now, Jorasar, of predicting either Blink or DTs. Currently, it could be either. It's really up to SouL. There's no way, as far as I know, of telling which they're planning to do until they actually throw it down.
Yeah, I tend to try and figure out based on the positioning of the Twilight Council. And normally behind the mineral line, I would be tempted to say DTs, but you're right. There is no way to know for sure until the player decides that is what he's going to do. So we'll keep an eye out for that and whether that's going to become available. Oh, there is a probe, so it looks like it could be a Dark Shrine, and it is a Dark Shrine. So SouL this game is going to be going for those DTs.
Sneaky strategies coming out. Meanwhile, DreaM getting 2 additional gateways down. Doesn't yet know the potential peril his base is going to be in. He needs to get down a robotics facility. Needs to make sure that he gets that. There is a probe coming in. A probe is in the base, Jorasar. This is huge.
Oh,
there's no Stalker coming out. There's no Stalker here. The probes, are they even going to try and block this? Yes, they do. This should be a bit of a load. Is it going to get taken out? Oh, the probe's going to be a hero. Oh, no. They're not. The probe's trying to come the other way. Trying to get the block. Is he going to? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Scout. Ah, so good.
And the probe does die, to be fair, but not before scouting the Dark Shrine, the most valuable thing he possibly could have done. There goes the instantaneous robotics facility. And, amusingly, the Dark Shrine is still going to finish 30 seconds after... 30 seconds before the robotics facility finishes. So he could attempt to try and do a bit of damage, but I don't think too much is going to get done. Ooh, carelessly losing a Stalker there to the Photon Overcharge. So now DreaM is in 110% defense mode. He's just going to be chrono boosting out.
He's attacking. He's attacking his enemies. That isn't defense. Why not? The best defense is a good offense, though, Jorasar. That's what DreaM thinks.
Very true. Exactly. I don't know.
He's going to pick things off, but the Zealots, they're doing a nice job, to be honest. They're slowly picking off quite a few probes. This is quite painful.
If you're in a position where you try and get a Dark Shrine, and then you have to warp in those DTs defensively before trying to do any damage to your opponent's base, that's a bad spot to be in, and that's exactly what SouL had to do on this occasion. The forward pylon is way too far away. If he had one like right outside the natural ready to warp, and he might have been able to do a bit of damage, and DreaM would have seriously had to watch the force fields on his ramp so that the Observer could get out in time. But now, he's just 10 supply ahead. It's at the 8-minute mark of the game. He's managed to kill off a decent number of workers as well. 7 versus 3 in this game so far, Maddles. And the Observer's out with the army. This Dark Templar is not a happy dude.
No, he's not. DreaM has got himself supply block, though, chucking down 2 additional pylons there, just to make sure that he does try to resolve that issue. But, yeah, a DT opening that deals 0 damage, that's not too great. 7 workers were also killed in that Zealot counterattack. If we look at the worker count, it's 34 apiece, though, having said that. The robotic facility coming down for SouL, he's not out of this game. He's a long way from being out of this game, actually. That is pretty good news for, well, to be honest, both of these two players, but SouL specifically, that he hasn't just outright lost yet.
Here's the issue, though. The reason SouL now has taken the worker lead is because, once again, DreaM taking advantage of an economic lead to try and pile on the aggression. If we count the number of active gateways SouL has, you are going to find yourself at the number 2. DreaM has 5 gateways right now, and he's bringing a decent chunk of his army down the left-hand flank. If we take a look at the army supply, it's 34-12 in favor of DreaM, and he's got 5 gateways. Gateways 3 and 4 are coming up for SouL, but even when they finish, he's going to have such a small army supply compared to DreaM that I believe this attack should just finish the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of units coming in here, but where's the Observer? Hang on, that's actually a really big issue. There's one Observer back here, one with the army. It's actually in the Mothership core, that's why I couldn't see it. But now, of course, DreaM is pushing forward. DTs can't even save SouL now. Photon Overcharge being used, the Mothership core is still up, but look at just the sheer number of units for DreaM out on the field. SouL is going to be so careful at the moment, but DreaM, he's plowing forward, he's picking everything off, he's just taking the Photon Overcharge in the face, and he's still coming off on top. He's picking off this Nexus, and once this falls, things are going to be really tough, and that's very concerning. GG comes down for SouL, DreaM takes it, and we're immediately going to jump in to Johnny Rico versus A-Bomb.